Hey everybody, it's Jeff the Zymologist again, here to do another beer review for you this week. This one is going to be another Three Floyds beer, so if you haven't noticed yet, there's a bit of a theme going on. And I'll get to the Three Floyds thing in another review, but at any rate, this is the, God, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Cimmerian Sabertooth Berserker. So, Cimmerian Sabertooth Berserker, and as you can see, there's a bunch of warriors there, some sweet looking axes, and yeah, it's a pretty menacing cover, or a pretty menacing label. Three Floyds, has a lot of cool looking funny caricatures, and then some are pretty flippin' serious. I mean, this one is particularly much like Dark Lord and some other things like that. They get pretty intimidating with their kind of black metal, death metal roots. So let me go ahead and pop this open and get this a pour. Okay, I haven't even held up to my nose. I can smell the alcohol coming off this, so we'll see. I think that's what I'm smelling. Okay, so a golden yellow pour. This is a double IPA, an American double IPA, so it's going to be high in alcohol content. It's very orange in hue, pretty cloudy, so that's not too terribly concerning for it being a double IPA, because there's typically to double, the double means that there's twice as much malt, therefore more sugar, therefore about twice as much alcohol. So this should be around 9 or 10% alcohol by volume, according to the style guidelines anyway. So, smelling it, interesting. Almost smells like this lip balm an ex-girlfriend of mine wore in college. Isn't that weird? Lots of pineapple. I can smell the hops, I can smell the alcohol. Maybe just a little bit of mango in there. So tropical fruit. Smells a bit hoppy. I can definitely smell the alcohol coming through. Let's give this a taste here. The alcohol isn't too bad. I can taste it. I can sense on my tongue a little bit of warmth on my tongue. It's a little spicy. A little surprised that it's a little spicy. Kind of has an oily mouthfeel to it, probably with all the hops that are in it. Again, it's Three Floyds beer, so it's not a huge surprise that there's going to be a lot of hops. But the oil definitely coats the tongue. I almost want to say that there's a little bit of diacetyl flavor in it. It's that buttery flavor. Diacetyl is actually a chemical compound that they spray microwave butter with, or put in the microwave bags of popcorn to give it that buttery flavor. So let me see what other flavors I can get off this here. Yeah, I'm definitely tasting, again, a little bit of pineapple. Little toasty on the back end. You can definitely taste the toasted malt on the back end. Again, Three Floyds definitely does use pretty good ingredients in their beers. It's not like a Budweiser that's going to use a bunch of corn and adjuncts. They're actually using good quality grains in their beer. I can't say that much about Three Floyds. This is a really well done double IPA. Don't let the little tickle in the back of my throat fool you. I definitely think that this is one worth checking out. I'm not a huge fan of double IPAs. I think that they're often overdone. Way overboard on the alcohol content, way overboard on the hops. and this one is surprisingly well balanced. And I expected, the past couple beers I've talked about this with Three Floyds is that I expected a lot of hops, big hoppy beers, and this one just really isn't. It's hoppy, don't get me wrong. It's not over-hopped like I expected. In fact, I know a lot of other breweries that do not have a propensity for over-hopping their beers that make much hoppier double IPAs that are much more, get more alcohol hotness whenever you're drinking it than this beer. More hops, more overwhelming hops than some others. This one's surprisingly well balanced. So again, this is the Cimmerian Berserker from Three Floyds Brewing Company. I definitely recommend this. I don't want to say that this is an A beer. I would probably give this more of a B+. As far as my overall taste, but for a double IPA, it's an A beer. So if you're into double IPAs, you should definitely check this out. This is one of the best ones I've ever had. So cheers, enjoy.